Okay, so this is the experiment on how you can build a grid layout using InDesign. I'm changing the unit of measure in points. I want 2-page facing. I want 0 margins because I want to build the margin using my system, and I just create a brand new file. 2 white pages. So in the layers, the layer number 1, I also have the control on the top so I can easily change the color of the line. I want to make the diagonal of the 2 pages and the diagonal for each page in order to start building the first area in which I want to work with. This is an easy system in order to create the area of work. So the diagonal are there, are locking the layer, and create another layer on top of this, and then using a simple rectangle, I want to click and drag. I need to touch with the corner of the rectangle the diagonals in order to set my working area. Using the left button of the mouse and dragging and pressing Alt, I can duplicate, and the work is basically done. This is an honest way to create the area of work. Basically, this is it's not the grid, it's the main frame that contains the actual layout. But also I want to make subdivision of this area. I will call this layer as a grid, and I want that you understand that the subdivision is based on the leading of the text. So I want to play a little with some text, figuring out how much room it takes according with the specific font size and leading. Maybe I want to see how it looks like when it's divided in 4 columns. Let's say I'm happy with this. Maybe, oh yeah, I like this one. And then maybe I want to change the font family. Let's say Avenir, for example, one among many. And okay, I have 12 points. Maybe I can reduce the size of the font family, 11, so it goes 13.2. Probably, to make my life easier, 13.5. So let's say I did my experiment and I am happy with this font. So I'm creating the basic paragraph, the base text paragraph, and I wanted to keep in mind that the leading 13.5 will be the same value of the baseline grade. So it's really important to keep this in mind. So now in the second page, I want to create objects which are width 13.5 per, let's say, 10, for example. So basically this means that I have 10 lines of text in vertical and in theory 10 lines in horizontal. I'm using step and repeats in order to make those objects to be repeated as a grid. So basically I'm taking advantage of the InDesign to calculate what is the size plus 13.5 in order to have the right nice gap. And I see that it's too large, it's too wide. So probably 10 lines in vertical are pretty good, but there are too much in horizontal. So I need to change something. Okay, let's cancel. Let's go back to up. This time I want to do 13.5 multiplied by 8. So it will be 108. So I can repeat the thing. So step and repeat. So I can type 108 plus 13.5. Then I can repeat the same number. And then let's see how many modules I have. Now in horizontal is better, and in vertical is more close to the thing that I want. So basically this can be my baseline grid in which I have a bunch of squares, and each square is high as 8 lines and each square as wide as 8 lines. So it's a perfectly square grid. It's not mandatory to have squares, but this is something I do prefer. Maybe I can rearrange a little the position of the group of square. Just to remember, to make a group is Command G or Control G for Windows. And then I want to create the guides for my page, because now in reality this is just a white page with a bunch of square on top of this. So first of all you need to set the margins, so you can visually also make it, turning on preview, you can see how many points it is each margin. Remember to break the link symbol to the different margin, because each of the margin will have a different number. Now honestly I'm doing the thing in a pretty fast way. I should zoom more and take a better control over the size, but let's say I'm fine, I'm happy with this. Let's do also for the bottom. Oh, I do wrong, I was playing with the top, sorry. Okay, bottom more or less it is, okay, 60. And those are the values I want to set as margin for my brand new document. Also, I want to add some guides in order to make the work even. And you see I'm setting, calculating the guides from the margins. So I want the guides to be 8 and 6. Okay, I did wrong because I've set 14. So in case you do wrong, you can go to create guides again, set the right number, 13.5, 13.5, and remove the existing ruler guides, so it's easy to fix those kind of mistake. And this is the grid that you want to have on your page. Here we go. This is the page you want to play with. Inside you have 8 lines, sorry, of baseline grid. So now you go to the preferences, you set starting from 0, top margin 13.5, then you make the baseline grid visible, and here we go. This is perfect because you have all your page with all the baseline grid evenly organized into each module, and you can snap and touch the object over the page. You can see that I don't have in the master page the grid and the baseline grid. So basically one of the options is to build a brand new document with all the values you have now. You have all the information. So in order to make my life simple, I'm creating a brand new file, tabloid, points, this time can be any number of page, and now I know that I have 6 column, 13.5 points. The margin are the margin I've set in the other file. Maybe I've written on a piece of paper just to be faster. And about the bleed, for now I will set 10 points, then I will convert the unit of measure to millimeter, and this is the brand new file. I need just 2 pages just to make sure everything works properly, and then into the master page I can create the guides as we did before. So I can set 9 rows, 13.5 gather, and then the columns in this case are not needed because I have already the columns from the general settings of the document. Then again I start from 0, from the top margin, 13.5 baseline grid, and yes, okay, of course baseline grid visible, and this is what I have. So basically if I go on and then I create the paragraph style of the text, I can even copy paste from the other file the text, so I will also bring into this brand new document the paragraph style. I don't have even to rebuild by myself. And then with the grid I can easily place different objects, make them different size. Imagine these black boxes are like a picture or like a frame of text or frame of graphic. I can easily align and play with the object into my layout, and I am sure that the overall layout will be well aligned, evenly spaced, and very well organized. So now I'm playing a little with the text, and then of course I need to set the same style as I did in the other page, Avenir book. Okay, and then I want to align all the lines to the grid. So this is what I have, and yes, I think, okay, this is a little line which is missing. Okay, here we go. So yes, I think this will be useful and more easy to understand. Thank you for your attention.